I predict the Chicago Bears going 5-11. I'm excited for them. They added a couple really good receivers that I really want to talk about. They added Taylor Gabriel from the Falcons. They added Allen Robinson from the Jaguars, and they also added tight end Trey Burton from the Eagles. If you remember, Trey Burton is the guy who threw the touchdown pass to Nick Foles in the Super Bowl. The exciting part about the Bears is they're building their offense. They hired a new head coach, Matt Nagy. Matt Nagy is the former offensive coordinator for the Kansas City Chiefs. What I like about Matt Nagy is he's a part of the Andy Reid coaching tree. If you look at all the guys Andy Reid has taught under him, look at the coaching tree for Andy Reid. You have John Harbaugh, the Ravens head coach, Ron Rivera, the current Panthers coach, Todd Bowles, the Jets head coach, Doug Peterson, the Eagles coach, Sean McDermott, the Bills head coach, and now Matt Nagy, the Bears head coach. 6 of Andy Reid's former assistant coaches are now head coaches in the NFL, and 2 of them have Super Bowls, with another, Ron Rivera, has gotten to a Super Bowl. That's really encouraging. If I'm a Bears fan, I go, look, Matt Nagy is part of the Andy Reid coaching tree. Andy Reid's former assistants often win games. 2 of them have won Super Bowls. Ron Rivera has been to a Super Bowl. That's really encouraging. What I like about the Bears move, the reason why the Bears hired Matt Nagy is the Bears want to help their young quarterback, Mitch Trubisky. Mitch Trubisky's headed into his second year. And the other thing they did, so they hired Matt Nagy. Matt Nagy hired Mark Helfrich. Mark Helfrich is the former Ducks head coach. Mark Helfrich was hired to be the Bears' new offensive coordinator. I think this is a great move. I'm very, very excited. I actually met Mark Helfrich last year. I was working in audio for the Washington State and Stanford football game in the Pac-12 last year, and one of the broadcasters was, in fact, Mark Helfrich. So the entire game, I'm running audio, so I have Mark Helfrich's voice in my ear all 4 quarters. And not just when the game is live, also when the mics are turned off and when he's not live on the air. I felt like I got to know the guy pretty well. He knows football really well. He's a really funny guy and seems like a great guy. I got to shake his hand, got to meet him. I'm excited for the Bears. I think Mark Helfrich was a really good hire, and I'm excited to see what he does with Mitch Trubisky. And the truth of the matter is that if Mitch Trubisky can't figure it out, if Mitch Trubisky cannot improve this year with all the things the Bears have surrounded him with, a new offensive coordinator, a new head coach, new receivers, a new tight end, if Mitch Trubisky can't improve, that just shows he simply can't do it in the NFL. You know, we saw last year the Rams brought in a new head coach, Sean McVay, to help Jared Goff with his second year. And Jared Goff shot up. He immediately improved a ton. I think Sean McVay is somewhat of an anomaly. You should not expect a Sean McVay-like improvement from Jared Goff or the Bears. From Mitch Trubisky or the Bears. But what I will say is that maybe the Bears can repeat some of that success. On a smaller scale, I think we could see Mitch Trubisky dramatically improve because he's actually getting really good offensive coaching, where before, I don't think he was. I'm excited. I think the Bears have a really good defense, and I think Mitch Trubisky could be good. He's just really unproven, so that is why I'm predicting the Bears to go 5-11. I like them. I don't love them. But remember, last year, the Bears had a top defense in the NFL with an extremely bad offense. If they have a little bit of help this year, that pushes them over the edge, and they might win a couple more games. I'm excited to watch the Bears this year. I think they're an interesting team. I think they're a bad team that's trying to rebuild, but interesting nonetheless. It'll be fun to see if they can work with Mitch Trubisky. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Remember, if you want to help Strong Opinion Sports grow, you can share this with your friends on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, whatever it is. Help me grow Strong Opinion Sports by telling your friends about this show. And always remember, you can subscribe to Strong Opinion Sports on iTunes, on SoundCloud, everywhere you can find a podcast, as well as YouTube. My full entire podcast is on YouTube, as well as shorter, more interesting clips like this. So thank you so much. Have a great day, and take care.